Hello, listeners. I am so glad to be back with you today. And before we even start this podcast, which is our annual Sports Fan podcast, we have something really exciting to celebrate, and that is our producer, our recreation director, our media director, our Skyterra Renaissance man, Alan Broyhill, is engaged. Congratulations, Alan.
Why, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit
Thank you.
Can you tell us? Just
What do you want to know? What would you like to know?
I would like to know how it happened.
How the actual engagement happened?
Yes.
How did I do it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So I had an alternate plan to start off with, and obviously the first plan usually never works out just as it did. So I had to go with something different, and because I was going to have a friend come and do a photo shoot on a river with us. Like we were going to go fishing because her and I both fish, and it didn't work out. He couldn't be there, which, it's already nerve-wracking enough to ask somebody to marry you, let alone have a ring around water, fast-flowing water.
Very true.
And then not to have a support system like somebody taking photos to kind of like help you along. I was like, I'm not going to risk this. So what I did in turn is I actually used Hike Week as an excuse. I don't think I told you that. So we have our annual Hike Week, and I go scope out hikes before we do them. So my play was, hey, I have this hike I need to go scope out for Hike Week. Do you want to come with me? And while we're out there, I'm going to try and, take a couple pictures of the waterfall so I can like put it in a presentation and do all this stuff. So set me up perfectly.
Because nothing says Hike Week like PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah, right. Well, I do like an orientation at the beginning, and I like show everything. So yeah, we went on this hike, and we went out to a waterfall that is one of our favorite waterfalls. We knew that part, but I was going to hike beyond it. So that was my play for her to come, because otherwise it would have been like, she knows this one already. So we get to the waterfall after doing this hike in. It's a remote, middle of nowhere waterfall. It's gorgeous. It's like 80-something feet tall. It's a cascade, or a veil, excuse me, not a cascade. It's free falling. You can walk around behind it. So it's like very picturesque. It's like an amphitheater, this big stone rock wall. And so we get there, we have lunch, we're hanging out, we packed in lunch, and I go to set my camera up, I put it on a tripod, I do all the things. So like I'm taking a picture. I was like, well, why don't we go get our picture? Like I'll, set it on a timer and go do that. Well, all the time I'm recording the whole thing. So instead of taking photos, I'm taking a video, and the whole video of the whole thing, like a big wide shot, and sneak around behind the waterfall, because you can go behind it. And that's where I asked.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah. The first
And you
thing
have it recorded.
and I have the whole thing
incredible.
recorded. It's a 15-minute video. First thing she said, because we weren't mic'd up, I didn't do that part, but you can hear her scream, "Shut up!" from like, it was probably like 60 feet away or 70 feet away, because it like echoes.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And
So
Alan,
awesome.
I understand the ring is special to your family.
Yeah, it's I had the ring custom made, and part of the ring, some of the stones have been in my family for a really long time. So
wow.
took them from another ring, I designed the whole thing, so I had it custom made that way. I guess what I mean by that is I sketched out the ring around one of the stones from the family ring, and then kind of designed it, and then they made it off of that. So yeah, it's super special.
That's so
Beautiful.
special.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Why, thank you.
Yes, that's so exciting.
We're so
Yeah.
happy for you and for Lydia.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah.
All happening so fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And no segue involved. You heard Alan's voice, and Kenzie, I don't think that we introduced you yet, but I'm going to first introduce myself again and frame myself in this podcast topic, and that is Rachel, Skyterra's marketing director, Buffalo Bills fan.
And I am Mackenzie Osler, and I am the director of admissions, and I am a Charlotte FC fan.
And I am a New York Giants fan. For better or for worse.
Yes. That's what a sports fan is, right?
That's what it is. That's what we're here to talk about.
Yep.
Yeah. So, listeners, our goal today is we've done this podcast, I think a year or two going back, and we used it in the beginning to talk about our fantasy football league here at Skyterra, which we'll talk about. And our pitch to you today is just how being a sports fan can help enrich your life. And at the end of this podcast, we're each going to make a pitch for you to join our favorite team as a fan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alan, you said a guest was asking about this podcast the other day, or asking about our fantasy football league.
Yeah. You mentioned it's annual, like we did a sports podcast last year.
Yeah.
And a guest that is here this week, oddly enough, listens to the podcast and asked me about our fantasy football league from last year and how it's going this year. Crazy coincidence, right?
Yes.
Right.
Like
yes.
as of yesterday. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, she's a frequent listener and she knows who she is and asked how it was going and how we were all doing.
I love that. Did you tell her how terribly I'm doing? Because I haven't looked at my fantasy
You're not
football.
doing that bad.
Oh,
You're not last by any means.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I took Patrick's set it and forget it philosophy this year and haven't looked at it for a while.
You've had some really good weeks and some really bad
Yes.
weeks.
I know that the week I had like 4 people on my team have the same bye week, and I didn't realize until like most of the games were over. I was like, well,
Yeah.
that was a really bad week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was a bad week.
Yep.
Patrick, our director of operations, who's not here with us today, last year he took as Kenzie said, set it and forget it approach. Although Alan and I have suspicions about whether,
He didn't.
he really,
Well, he did the year before. So his first year, he didn't touch it. Last year, he didn't. He said he wasn't going to touch it. And then it got 60% of the way through. And he was like, oh, I'm actually doing okay. And he started making moves.
That
When
makes
I
sense.
looked this morning, he in second place.
He is.
Yeah, so he's definitely not doing set it and forget it, but I
No.
think he's doing,
AI predictions, that's what I'm guessing.
yes.
Well, it's built into the program. Like you can just look at it and
Right.
see there's, AI predictions for everything and
For sure.
within it. You don't even have to do any extra research. But yeah, he's doing well. He's
Yeah.
second place, clinched playoff seed.
Yeah. I cannot say enough good things about our fantasy football league at Skyterra because we started it. Well, when I joined into Skyterra in 2019, it was already going. And I think every year it just brings us together. It gives us something to talk about. Not that we don't have things to talk about, but it just seems to build camaraderie.
Something besides work to talk about.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
you know?
And people have funny reactions too.
Yeah.
Like if they're doing really well, they're doing a lot of research, and then all of a sudden things don't go as planned, which happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, Diana even said this morning, I'm kicked out. And I'm like, what do you mean you're kicked out? And she goes, I've lost too many times. I guess I'm out.
Yeah, she's in last place and got
Yeah.
eliminated from any. There's no like algorithmic phenomenon that could happen where she could be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
She's like, I
17
didn't-
people lose the
Yeah.
next. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
She said, I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning. And now I started finally trying and doing something. And I'm now kicked out.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm like, next season. You got it.
That's one of my things I like is we have so many people that are like, I don't want to say light sports fans, but it seems like they're kind of light sports fans. And they'd never done fantasy before. And then they do this and it's like all in after that. It's kind of fun. Being the commissioner, they come to me and I'm on campus every day too. So they come to me and ask a bunch of questions. And I like enjoy that a little bit and see their progression, you know, except for when they beat me.
You're like, I shouldn't have given them
Shouldn't
that
have
tip.
said anything.
That's awesome.
Ellen, do you have a funniest or a most memorable moment from our fantasy season, either this year or going back?
Just what I was just talking about. One of my most memorable moments is Diana, who is in last place right now. I sat down with her because she asked for some help. I sat down with her and I was like, listen, here's the stuff you need to do. You need to make these moves. You need to make these things. And a trade happened between her and I. I had been...
Sketch.
No, listen. I gave her 3 people for one person.
Oh.
3 people off my bench and 2 people off my bench, 1 person from my main roster in turn for somebody because she had so many players that were injured and out.
Oh.
And there's nobody on the bench because we have a lot of players or a lot of employees that are on this league. So like you go look and there's nobody. There's like all the 3rd string players are on there. So I made this trade, and then that week she beat me by a point.
One?
A single point.
Oh my gosh.
Via one of the players I traded her. So
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh.
you know, one of those things.
It's part of being a team player, right?
Yeah, for sure. It felt great. Great. That was memorable.
Yeah.
I think my most memorable season, a couple of years ago, we did teams, which we decided not to do anymore only because there's really no way to figure out fantasy football unless you just do it. And sometimes if you're on a team, one person may carry it. But on my team was Marissa, our culinary director. And she didn't know very much about football or fantasy, but she was so supportive. And in the beginning, I would text her and I would say, I think I'm going to move this wide receiver to the bench and play this wide receiver. She was like, I don't know what a wide receiver is, but I trust you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Kenzie? Any memorable moments?
Oh, yeah. So that same season, I was on the team with my husband, Greg.
Oh,
that's
and
right.
we took the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
you
that was pretty
did.
awesome.
Yes.
And that was only because, like Rachel said, he was the one taking the reins on our team. But
That's cool.
that was memorable.
Forgot about that.
My name is on a trophy.
Yes.
And
As is mine, Kenzie.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
And yeah, so listeners, if you doubt how seriously we take fantasy football, there is an actual trophy, and we have plaques made
It is true.
for the winners every year.
Yep. Hoodies are given.
Yes. What about for our listeners? What do you guys think if someone were nervous about joining fantasy football league, maybe at work or with their families? What advice would you give to them?
I would tell them just to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, once you figure out what you're doing, it really doesn't take that much time to do it. And it gives you an opportunity to connect with people in a much different way, in
Yeah.
a very fun and playful way. And I just think it's been really fun to have it at Skyterra. Just do it. It's not hard.
No, it's really not. I mean, doing it well, yeah, you'd spend a little more time. But just to do it, like you really need 30 minutes on like a Tuesday and 30 minutes on like a Sunday or something like that, and you're pretty much set.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
or maybe not even
At the
that
most,
long.
yeah.
Just to do it. I'd encourage people to start one at their company, wherever you guys are working at.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Get people. I mean, you're too late this year, but next year
Yeah.
you can start one up.
You have almost a whole year to like figure it out before it even starts
Yes.
again. So
Yeah.
not a whole year, but 6 months, whatever.
And I'd almost guarantee that there's somebody that you work with that's already in one or does one, and would probably be willing to help along with being that like commissioner or voice or whatever within that.
Sure.
At Skyterra, we use the ESPN app. You can do mock drafts and kind of practice throughout the year.
Yep.
My family has one too, and we use Yahoo, and they're both great.
Yeah, my son actually started doing mock drafts last year through
Oh.
ESPN, and then now he's in a league with his friends on his own.
Fun.
So it's fun to like hear him talk about his buddies and who's gonna win that week, and someone's gonna beat me by 50 points or whatever. It's really fun to like see him with his buddies, and so yeah.
That's cool.
Alan, I don't want to put you on the spot, but the standings, I know we're not all the way through the season, but the standings, so Sue, our owner, our founder of Skyterra, I know she's in first place.
Yeah. So for those
She
of
wins
you,
all the time. Just kidding.
for those of you that don't know anything about fantasy football, it basically comes down to the 4 teams that have the most wins over 14 weeks. Right now, our standings are, we have 3 people that have fully clinched playoff seats. That's Sue, our fitness and recreation specialist, Evan, Patrick, who we spoke about earlier. Evan and Patrick are actually tied for second place. And when a tie happens, it's based off of total points. So each week your team gets a set of points. You total them up for the year or for the season, and then that's how it differentiates between a tie of wins. So like Evan has 1,400 points, Patrick has 13 something, so obviously Evan's got that one. And then there's quite a few people that are in the hunt actually for the last playoff spot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people that could potentially.
Ooh.
No, 7 people
Am I one of those?
that could potentially go into the playoffs. You are, actually.
I better pay attention this week.
You are the longest shot,
Oh,
per se,
yeah.
There's still a shot, Ken.
but there's still a shot.
There's still hope.
You'd have to have I'll say you would have to have a pretty phenomenal week to make that happen.
Okay.
However, it could happen.
Okay.
I'm also in that.
You are,
And
Rachel.
you are too, Alan.
I am.
Awesome. Well, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Yes. And I know we've talked about this before, and I know this isn't just for me, but fantasy football really was the gateway for me to become a huge football fan, a huge NFL fan. So I want to talk about just how being a sports fan has enriched your lives. And I think for me, I know I've talked about this before, but in 2020, my husband and I moved to Chicago, which is the furthest distance we had lived from our friends and family ever. And watching football and talking about the Buffalo Bills with my family, who are huge Buffalo Bills fans, just helped me stay connected. And then having Devontae Adams, who at the time played for the Green Bay Packers, he was on my fantasy team, and he got me a ton of points every week. And I'm like, this is amazing. And so that was kind of my gateway into becoming a sports fan. And I think, this year already I've been to 3 games with family and friends, and, talk about the Bills with my family a lot on the phone, especially this year. I have a friend in Boston that I met just from going out and watching games, and she and I have a great friendship and relationship. And I just think I just love what it's added to my life. I feel like I have a community no matter where I go.
So I started out as a football fan. I grew up watching my brothers play football, and I still love football. But when Charlotte was coming out with their MLS team, this was in 2021. They were supposed to start in 2020, and then COVID hit. In 2021, we had an opportunity to buy season tickets, and we're like, let's just do it. Let's just see how it goes. And we haven't looked back since. The first year, me and my husband and my oldest 2 really loved going to every game, and our youngest kind of did not love going to the games every single week. But ever since then, we just love, I guess it's not weekly, but every single time we had a home game. I mean, it's a 2-hour drive to Charlotte each way to go and watch them. But it's just been something that like our family really connects with and with one another. And I know, like, I even have friends that are like, I'm so jealous that you have something that your whole family really loves and enjoys and loves doing together. And it's been so fun to see them develop. And this year they clinched a 4th. They were 4th in the Eastern Conference for MLS, and that was the best that they've ever done. So it's been really fun to watch them grow and see the team grow and improve. And so it's been so much fun. And it's so fun to watch with my family. Like, we were watching games at our house and freaking out when they win and so disappointed when they lose as a family. It's just been really fun to connect that way.
At Skyterra, we have a late meeting on Wednesdays, 1 week a month. And I think sometimes you and Greg are both on the phone, listening, participating in the meeting, and on your way to a Charlotte football game or soccer game.
Not often does that happen but yes, sometimes it does happen.
And Kenzie visited me in Boston.
Oh, man.
2 months ago now, and there was a game while she was visiting, and I got to watch your fandom in real life. Like, it's for real.
It was a little embarrassing because I think that was the game that they were going to clinch the fourth, whatever, how you say that. They were fourth. And I was totally prepared to go out to dinner with Rachel and her husband that night. I was like, it's fine. It's going to be okay. And then the game started and we had it on. And her husband was like, why are we going out to dinner? Like, you should be able to stay and watch this. I'm like, I'm really okay to go to dinner. And they were like, let's just order in. And it was, it's just kind of embarrassing sometimes when I'm like, I'm really okay. I can go and do something. Like I went on a girls trip in Florida, and I had completely forgotten that they were coming to Miami to play. And I was in Fort Lauderdale. I forgot that they played in Fort Lauderdale, and we're walking down the hall of the hotel, and I see two of the players, and I lost it. I was like, oh, I like said hi to both of them and by their first names, and they're like, oh, hey, I got a picture with them. And then like the whole next day, all of the players were in the hotel, and I got to meet a bunch of them, and it was so funny because we were in the hotel. We saw them leave to go to their game from the beach, and then we were in the hotel getting ready for dinner, and I was like just sitting there watching the game on my phone, and my friends were like, you're really into that, aren't you? And I'm like,
That's cool.
I am. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
How about you, Alan? How has being a sports fan enriched your life?
I was born in it.
Yeah.
I had no choice. I grew up, my dad's side of the family, not a sports family. My mom's side of the family, sports family.
Mm-hmm.
So I was born into it from that side. And it's always been a part of time spent every year, especially being football specifically, NFL. And, it's been a fun ride. Like I've lived through Super Bowl wins for my team. I've lived through and living through some of the worst years of the team, but you're still a fan, and it gives you something to look forward to, especially during the winter, things to do when it's getting dark outside, it's cold outside, early. It's a big thing that we do with friends now. I'm in a couple of fantasy football leagues, and I've kind of seen the interest blossom in other people that joined in some of the other leagues as well. Have those people over to our house, watch football games. It's been great. It's just given us something fun and consistent to do every single year, on top of being a lifelong fan.
So lifelong fan of the Giants.
Yes.
That's impressive. Most people are like, oh, I was a fan of blah, blah, blah when I was little. And now that's impressive that you like lifelong. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Obviously, Carolina Panthers fan too, in a way. But Giants have always been first.
Gotcha.
When Panthers had a good run or two, obviously I would root for them when the Giants were out of things. But yeah.
They're having a pretty good season this year, Alan.
The Panthers. Yeah, they're actually doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Way better than the Giants are.
I've been shocked by that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, now for the most important part of this podcast, we are going to each of us try to make a pitch for why you should become a fan of our favorite team. I'll go first.
Okay. I feel like this one's going to be easy for you.
Yes.
Well, that's point number 1, listeners. Okay, point number 2, Buffalo Bills. If you think about the arc of adversity, and you think about Buffalo, New York is a city that is on the rise now, but for many, many years was on the decline. They lost a lot of manufacturing jobs in the 80s. People were leaving Buffalo. It is a difficult city to live in. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
I went to college near Buffalo, and it snowed on May 17th, which I know because that was the day that I graduated from college. Snow accumulating in May. So it's a hard environment, but there is a team that can bring joy to an entire region, and that is the Buffalo Bills. They are a team that talks about culture and teamwork, and they make sure that they have humble players on the team. Everyone, for the most part, works very, very hard. And we have the league's reigning MVP, Josh Allen, who not only is a king on the football field, he is a king in the Buffalo community. He has donated money to an entire wing of the Children's Hospital in Buffalo. He does a ton of fundraising, as do most of the other players on the team. And that is why you should become... Oh, wait, one more thing. So cool. Whenever you see someone wearing Bills gear in public when you're not in Buffalo, you say, "Go Bills." They say, "Go Bills" back to you. It is literally a way to make a friendship with a stranger on the street. What could be better than that? Okay. So
good.
That is my TED Talk on why you should become a Buffalo Bills fan.
Alan,
I'm
are you
up.
ready?
Do you like pain? Do you like being sad? Do you enjoy crying in your sleep? Having nightmares about flashing neon lights that say 0,
Oh, no.
1, 2. Be a Giants fan.
Oh.
Do you like the idea of being a part of one of the oldest football teams around? 1925, the New York Giants
Wow.
became a football team.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is super cool. Do you like being a part of a team that actually has Super Bowl rings? Oh. I looked at Rachel on that one. Do you like being a part of a team that has beat Tom Brady
Yeah.
repeatedly?
Yes.
Be a New York Giants fan. And we got cool colors. We're red, white, and blue. We were the first red, white, and blue team.
Okay. I mean, technically, you guys aren't even in New York. Your stadium is in New Jersey, but okay.
That's true. Isn't that weird?
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
Yeah, right. I don't actually know where our first stadium was. I wonder if that was if it was in New York, if that's why.
Oh.
Perhaps. Regardless, Giants fans are all over the place, just like Bills fans. It seems like those New York teams have fans everywhere, and
Yeah.
I do love that. Honestly, I don't see as many Giants fans in places. We have a little saying too, and we don't use it quite like the Bills do, but it's "Go Big Blue," and so I think you should also be a Giants fan if you need a good football team to watch and cry over.
That was very entertaining.
Epic.
Epic. So my pitch for why you should be a Charlotte FC fan is a little bit opposite of Alan's. They are a pretty new MLS team.
Mm.
They've only been around for 4 years, and they're growing. And if you want a party for a game, literally so much fun going to the bank and watching them play. We start out with just the most electrifying stadium, just bouncing. Everyone is so excited. And I mean, commentators always talk about how hard it is for other people to play in the bank because of how electric the energy is. So, like I said before, I was a football fan, and I did not realize how fun soccer games could be until I went and watched Charlotte. So that's the reason why you should be a Charlotte FC fan and come and watch a game in the bank at home. It is so much fun and such a party.
You
So,
see Kenzie's family.
yeah, you'll see me.
Kenzie, one
Maybe.
more thing. You have the coolest gear. I mean, I have a lot of Bills gear, but your colors, the colors of the jerseys and whatever that you guys
Yeah.
put out, so cool.
Yeah, their kit. I mean, they come out with a new kit every year. This year they came out with two new kits, which was kind of fun. One was fluorescent blue or fluorescent yellow with like a electric bluish, and that one was really fun. So it's so fun to just be a sports fan.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much. This was so fun.
Yes, it was.
Anything else to add?
No, I think I'm good.
Go
Okay.
Charlotte.
Go Bills.
Go Big Blue.
And congrats again, Alan. We're so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
listeners.
Bye.
The Inspired Intentions podcast is a production of Skyterra Wellness Retreat. Special thanks to our executive producer, Alan Broyhill. Send us your questions and comments to inspiredintentions@skyterrawellness.com. Subscribe on iTunes and everywhere podcasts can be found. If someone you know might benefit from this podcast, share Inspired Intentions with them and give us a 5-star rating. Join us next week as we cut through the unrealistic noise on diets and fitness and show you how healthy living fits seamlessly into your already busy life. Thanks for listening.